Okay, hello, welcome to a video I've been excited to do for a while. We're going to be talking about the Game Awards 2025 nominees and casting my particular votes. A couple of things before we begin. First of all, yes, the Game Awards is an arbitrary award show, and there are others out there, and this is not the end-all be-all of things that should be nominated and opinions that should be had, but it is the industry popular one, and therefore it is the one that we are going to be treating as an interesting one to go and have a look at. Secondly, don't let me or anyone else tell you what to think. These are my opinions, my subjective opinions, and as we all know, opinions in the video game space we treat with the same kind of import and hostility sometimes as political opinions and stuff. So, it's fine. It's video games. It's cool. Let's all just have our own opinions. That being said, I'm about to show you some of mine. Fun fact, I did record one of these last year, but I didn't upload it because I suddenly got very paranoid about the fact that I had not played every game that I was, voting about, and therefore did I have any right to cast a vote? And did I look very silly? And then I realized that most people don't, so we don't really have to be worrying about that too much. Okay, change of plans. The website is absolutely screwed, so I'm gonna go ahead and watch the YouTube video version instead, and we'll talk about it while we watch it.
This year, there have been so many incredible games created and updated, but only a handful have the honor of being selected as nominees for the Game Awards by our global voting jury.
And of course, that is what they all do it for. They do it for you, Jeff. All right, first category, what do we got?
Best performance, the nominees are...
Okay, best performance is difficult because as much as I'm gonna put aside my concerns about I haven't played the video games or whatever, performance is one of those things that you really do need to have personal experience with to be able to vote for, but we'll see what's going on and vote for it nonetheless.
Den Star for Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
Love to see it.
Charlie Cox for Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
Love to see it.
Erika Ishii for Ghost of Yote.
Cool.
Jennifer English for Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
That's free for Expedition 33.
Natsu Kato for Silent Hill F. And Troy Baker for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
That's an interesting one because he does a really, really good Indiana Jones. Like, if nobody had told you that it wasn't frickin' oh god, what's his name? Han Solo. I only know him as Han Solo. Harrison Ford. If nobody had told you that it wasn't Harrison Ford playing it, you might not have realized. Also, what's going on with Troy Baker's ears in this picture?
For best on...
Alright, so we're gonna have to, I guess, go back and forth on those. Again, the only one I've experienced is Troy Baker in Indiana Jones, so I guess I would give that vote to Troy Baker. But it is very funny. Oh my god, I wish I could just use the goddamn website, man. It is, it's very funny that we've got Charlie Cox, Jennifer English, and Ben Starr from Expedition 33. I haven't played that game, but I've heard so many good things, and the fact that 3 people from it got nominated is a pretty good sign, I think.
Circle.
Alright, what next?
For best ongoing game,
best ongoing game.
Are Final Fantasy XIV.
Dawn Trail. That's interesting that Dawn Trail's being nominated, considering all of the discussion about whether it's a bad expansion. Fortnite always gets nominated. Helldivers 2. Marvel Rivals will probably win.
And No Man's Sky.
I would vote for No Man's Sky, but I would always vote for No Man's Sky. Obviously, I'm a huge Final Fantasy XIV player. Well, I'm not a huge Final Fantasy XIV player. Enjoyer, that's the word. But I haven't actually played the patch content yet. I've been holding off so I can play it all in one big chunk, and also just holding off until I next really get the itch to play Final Fantasy XIV, really.
For best mobile game.
So yeah, my vote would be No Man's Sky. Best mobile game.
Nominees are Destiny Rising.
I only just learned that there's a Destiny mobile game, and I'm a little bit shook about it.
Persona 5, The Phantom X.
Also, I didn't know that was a thing.
Sonic Rumble.
Don't know what that is.
Uma Masume, Pretty Derby.
Heard about that one.
And Wuthering Waves.
Also heard about that one. Skip. I'm not voting for gachas.
This year's nominees for Best Art Direction
are... Alright, Best Art Direction. This is the one we can have the most input on from someone who might not have played the games that are being nominated, because we can at least see them.
Claire Obscure,
okay.
Expedition 33.
That should probably win.
Death Stranding 2.
Oh, then again, Death Stranding 2, good contender.
Ghost of Yote.
Ghost of Yotei is beautiful. I don't know if it's if portraying the real world in a way that is beautiful is a unique art direction. Although now that I'm in editing, now that I think about it, the way in which if I'm thinking of Ghost of Tsushima, the way in which that portrayed Japan and did things to boost immersion, like having the wind change direction to guide you towards your next quest objective and stuff like that, just everything about that game really did work towards a single vision, and I'm sure Ghost of Yotei continues that. But, it's up against some real heavy hitters here. Hades 2 also deserves to be up there for best art direction.
And Hollow Knight Silksong.
Hollow Knight Silksong, best art direction. It's good. I don't know about best art direction. I would probably vote for Expedition 33 because it's one of the most unique looking games I've ever seen, and it's gorgeous.
For best score in music, leveled up by Spotify.
Oh, yay, Spotify. We all love Spotify. Best Company 2025.
Nominees are Christopher Larkin for Hollow Knight
Okay.
Silksong.
Here's the thing. I have not listened to Silksong. I haven't listened to the soundtrack. But for Hollow Knight, the original Hollow Knight, Christopher Larkin did that one as well. That soundtrack has quite a special place in my heart because when I listened to that one originally, or I was listening to that one, I haven't even finished Hollow Knight, the original one. I'm not that attached to the game, but the soundtrack is beautiful. It's so melancholic, and it helped me work through some very important thoughts personally. So I'm inclined towards this one, knowing it's probably more of the same.
Darren Korb for Hades 2.
Cool.
Lorian Testar for Clair Obscur Expedition 33.
Alright, I'm assuming it has a good soundtrack, but I'm getting like We Know 5 Games vibes out of these nominations so far.
Toma Otoa
Yep.
for Ghost of Yotei. And Woodkid and Ludwig Forsell.
Woodkid
Death
is good, by the
Stranding
way.
2 On the Beach.
Woodkid makes me go, oh, that game has Woodkid working on it. Well, then maybe that's not just a. But yeah, this very much feels like, hey, these are the games we're already looking at for Game of the Year and stuff. They got good soundtracks, right? Best soundtracks, guys. There's other games. Anyway, what were the nominees? Let's give it to Silksong. Fuck it.
The best audio design nominees are
This is another one that's tough if I haven't played the games.
Battlefield 6, Clair Obscur Expedition 33,
Oh, I haven't heard of that one.
Death Stranding 2 On the Beach, Ghost of Yotei, and Silent Hill F.
Skip.
Best adaptation was added to
Oh, Jeff's talking. All right, best adaptation.
a Minecraft movie,
Lava Chicken.
Devil May Cry.
Oh, I watched half of that. I meant to keep watching it. I was having a good time with it, but it's one of those shows that I have a good time with and I'm enjoying, and then I just forget to keep watching it. So probably not vote for that one.
Splinter Cell Death Watch,
So
The Last of
I saw that exists.
Us Season
Did that come out this year?
2,
Oh, season 2. Wait, has that come out yet? Okay, I do not know.
and Until Dawn.
Okay, this was a more contested category last year, I think. Until Dawn is annoying. That one annoys me. I haven't seen it. Maybe it's good. But it didn't need to be adapted because the whole point of the game is that it is a narrative told in an interactive medium. I don't know why they felt the need to turn that into, if it's the game I'm thinking of anyway, into a traditional kind of narrative. I assume it's a show, maybe it's a movie. I don't know. But without the medium of interactive media, what's unique about it? Like, I don't know, man. Whatever. Skip.
For Best Narrative, the
Best
outstanding
Narrative.
nominees are
Clair Obscur
Clair
Expedition
Obscur
33. Whoa, it's crazy how I knew that before he said it.
Death Stranding 2,
Uh-huh.
On the Beach.
We know you love Kojima.
Go-
Sorry, that's a little undeserved. I know people like Death Stranding too.
Ghost of Yotei.
Nice.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Oh, hey! Other games exist. Yeah, this game came out this year, didn't it? That's cool. I know people love the first one. I haven't heard much about the second.
And Silent Hill F.
Right. Silent Hill F for narrative. I haven't heard anyone talk about it for narrative. You probably give that to Expedition 33.
Best Community Support celebrates game developers who continually and transparently engage, support, and respond to their players. This
All right.
year's nominees are
Best community support. Oh god, this is a difficult one without having. This is a weird one in general to ask people to vote for. Like, it's very niche that you would need community support and then be able to go, oh yeah, they gave good community support, and you can say that about 5 different games.
Baldur's Gate 3.
It's a good award though to give. But then, wait, what do they mean by support? I assume they meant customer support, like I've lost access to my account in Dawntrail. What would you need support for Baldur's Gate 3? Do they just mean, like, supporting it with patches and making it work on more machines?
Final Fantasy XIV.
This is a weird
Fortnite,
award.
Helldivers 2, and No Man's Sky.
Pass.
Your nominees for Games for Impact
Alright, Games for
are
Impact.
Consume Me,
Never heard of it.
Despelote,
Never heard of it.
Lost Records, Bloom and Rage,
Never heard of it.
South of Midnight,
Oh, I've heard
and
of that.
Wonderstop.
And I think I've heard of that. Okay, skip because I've not heard of any of those games. But, you know, Games for Impact is an important award, obviously. But I guess I've just not heard of any of those games.
In the category of Best Multiplayer.
Best multiplayer, alright.
These are
What are we gonna get? Battlefield 6, Fortnite, Call of Duty Black Ops 7. I think that's what they're up to. Oh god, what else for best multiplayer? I don't know, games I don't play.
Arc Raiders.
Oh right, yeah, this just came out. Everyone loves it. They used AI, generative AI, to form ideas for their game or something. I don't know how I feel about that.
Battlefield 6,
Uh-huh.
Elden Ring Night Reign,
Oh yeah, that's a good point. That came out this year. It'll be interesting to see if that wins.
Peak, and
Oh, Peak should win. I take it back. Oh, Split Fiction might win, actually. But I would like to see Peak win. I would vote for Peak.
Best Independent Game celebrates games with a high degree of risk tolerance, produced outside the
What?
traditional publisher system.
What does that mean? What do you mean, high degree of risk tolerance? Stop being weird, Jeff. We know what an indie game is.
Those nominees are Absolem,
What? I've never heard of that game. Hear me out. There are so many amazing indie games this year. How has one that I've never heard of been... There are so many indie games that... Okay, anyway, it's probably great. Alright, hi, I'm looking this up after recording. Absolem. Nothing about this game rings a bell. And it's got very positive. It's got like a few thousand reviews. I guess it would be overwhelmingly positive if it had more reviews, to be fair. So I guess that's actually kind of cool, because that means that they are shining the spotlight on a lesser known game. That's cool. It looks very Darkest Dungeon mixed with, like, art style, I mean. Very Darkest Dungeon meets, like, Hades. But I've never seen this game. I've not heard anyone talk about this game. I've never seen it. That's an interesting one, to be honest. That's an interesting one. Okay, cool. Sure.
Ball Pit,
Yeah, okay, Ball Pit. I know that one.
Blueprints,
Blueprints, I know that one.
Claire Obscure Expedition 33,
Yeah, I think I've heard of that one.
Hades 2,
Uh-huh.
and Hollow Knight Silksong.
Did they add a game? Is that 6 games? Okay, that's interesting. I've never heard of Absolem. I'm gonna have to go look that up in a minute. Yeah, I guess Expedition 33 wins because it's on the Game of the Year. I mean, I don't actually know what the Game of the Year nominees are yet, but I assume it's on the Game of the Year nominees. If it's not, I'm gonna write an angry letter. But it's nice to see Ball Pit on here, because I played the demo for Ball Pit and it's really fun. It's a shame we didn't see, like, Mega Bonk on here. That would have been fun to include. I know people love Mega Bonk. But yeah, again, it's just an absolutely stacked year for indies. Alright, best debut indie game. Maybe we'll see Mega Bonk in here.
The
Let's see.
nominees are
So we've got
Blueprints,
Blueprints.
Claire Obscure Expedition 33,
Never heard of it.
Despelote,
Despelote. Dispatch. Oh yes, I was wondering when Dispatch was going to show up.
and Megabomb.
Ah, there it is. Alright, I've not played Dispatch. I've only seen people play Mega Bonk. I'm glad it's on here, though. I was going to be upset if it didn't show up. Is Claire Obscure Expedition 33 not... Oh, wait. Yo, that is a debut indie game. Okay, yeah, that one's winning. I guess I would probably have to vote for that one again, wouldn't I? So here's the thing. Here's the moral conundrum, right? Claire Expedition... Fucking... What the hell did I just say? Claire Obscure Expedition 33... It does, if it wins in each category that it is placed in, if it sweeps, like, if you are looking at things logically, and you are looking at what you are putting it in each category for, but it still wins what you are putting it in each category for, which includes Best Independent Game and Best Debut Indie Game, right? Do you do that? Do you give it each one of those awards and make it like this objective thing? Or do you go, okay, we can recognize that Claire Obscure Expedition 33 is probably the best debut indie game and the best indie game out of all of these games, but we gotta give Dispatch their flowers because people are raving about Dispatch. It's not going to be Game of the Year material, it's not going to be Best Game Direction material, but where else is Dispatch going to win an award? So, do you give Dispatch the award if you view it as lesser to Expedition 33, but still more than deserving of the award of Best Debut Independent Game? What do you do there? It's an interesting conundrum to think of. Because if you do that, are you saying that it's the best game and deserves the award for that category, or are you just being kind and making it so it's not boring with Expedition 33 winning every award, you know? Like, you know, do you go honest but boring, or a varied and diverse and interesting but maybe a little bit less subjective critique? I guess at the end of the day, no one's ever going to be able to point to you and say you lied about how you specifically felt about a game, so it's kind of a moot point.
Best VR AR game, the nominees
Okay,
are
we can pretty much skip
Alien
this
Rogue Incursion,
because I don't
Arcane
pay attention
Age,
to this.
Ghost Town, Marvel's Deadpool VR,
Oh, God.
and The Midnight Walk. For
All right.
Content Creator of the Year, the
Alright, people I've never heard of, let's go.
nominees are Pedro,
Who?
Kai Sanai,
Who?
Moist Critical,
I've heard of that one at least.
Sakura Miko,
Who?
and The Burnt Peanut.
Who? Alright, most anticipated game. Huh. What would be mine, and what am I expecting to see? Okay, so here's a quick thing, right? One of my most anticipated games for next year is Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. The Game Awards hates remakes and remasters. They used to have an award for it back in like 2014, 2015, and they got rid of it and hasn't come back since. I think it is it's a crazily overlooked part of, you know, people love remakes and remasters. They're important. And there is so much you can talk about in terms of what makes a good remake, what makes a good remaster. And I noticed this year when I was looking at the overview of the different categories, they still have not included that category. So I don't know if Dragon Quest VII Reimagined is going to show up on most anticipated games. But again, like, just think of, while we're talking about this, just think of all the remakes and remasters that came out this year. You got Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD, you've got that Metal Gear Solid Delta game, you've got... there was the Gex trilogy. I don't know if that would deserve to be nominated, but there was a Gex trilogy. I made a post about this, and I easily filled out 5 games, and you can do that every year. And I think it's just kind of a shame that they don't acknowledge those. Okay, here are the 5 that you could put in a best remake/remaster category. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake, Final Fantasy Tactics: The Ivalice Chronicles, Suikoden 1 and 2 HD collection, The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered, and Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, right? Easy. Anyway, most anticipated game for next year. Mine is Lego Batman, and I really hope Lego Batman shows up here because it actually generated a lot of hype when it was announced. So if it's not here, I'm gonna call shenanigans.
007 First Light.
Oh, that's probably from the developers of the Hitman games, right? I was about to say I'd never heard of it.
Grand Theft Auto 6.
There's your winner.
Marvel's Wolverine.
Ah! That's coming out next year, I didn't know that. Oh, I love Insomniac. That's exciting.
Resident Evil Requiem, and
I forgot Resident Evil Requiem existed.
The Witcher 4.
The Witcher 4 is No, it's not. Shut up. That's getting delayed. That's getting delayed. Alright, okay. Lego Batman. I vote for Lego Batman.
The Best Action Adventure Game nominee.
Alright, Best Action Adventure Game. Well, I like the genre-specific categories. They're quite fun.
These are Death Stranding 2 on the Beach.
If that's going to win anything, maybe it could win this. Let's see what the other nominees are.
Ghost of Yotei.
Oh, ooh, I would probably vote for Ghost of Yotei because I'm really enjoying Ghost of Tsushima right now, and I've heard good things about the sequel.
Hollow Knight Silksong.
That's also a really good contender.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Thank you for not snubbing December releases of the previous year, because that is something that I get very annoyed about.
And Split Fiction.
Oh, damn. Alright, that's a really stacked category, actually. Okay, I would vote for Ghost of Yotei.
For Best Role-Playing Game, the
Alright, Best Role-Playing Game, Clair Obscur Expedition 33.
jury selected
But what else is here?
Avowed.
Oh shit, Avowed came out this year. Fuck. Oh my god, it did. I'm not voting for Avowed, sorry.
Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Nice.
Monster Hunter Wilds.
Oh yeah.
And The Outer Worlds 2.
Yeah, not as crazy a year for RPGs as it was last year. I would vote for Expedition 33. I don't play fighting games, I'm afraid.
Category of Best
What's
Fighting
here, though?
Game. The nominees are 2XKO.
Never heard of it.
Capcom Fighting Collection 2.
That's a remaster! That's a remaster! That should go... Okay. They really need to make that nominee category.
Fatal Fury, City of the
Never heard of it.
Wolves. Mortal Kombat Legacy.
Another remaster. Jeff. Here's the thing. Here's another argument for me saying we need a remaster remake category. They have a best sports/racing game category. Sometimes it is difficult to find 5 nomination-worthy games for that category. Clearly, the same can be said for the best fighting game category. It is easier to find remasters and remakes for category. So, like, why are we not doing it anyway?
Collection and Virtua Fighter 5 Revo World Stage.
That's my big, spicy opinion. I would vote for the Mortal Kombat collection because I actually almost considered picking that up once.
The nominees for Best Action Game are...
Okay, so what's the difference between Best Action Game and Best Action Adventure Game? I guess this is probably where your first-person shooters are and stuff like that, right?
Battlefield 6,
or third
Doom
person.
The Dark Ages.
That came out this year. Fuck, I forgot about that. I played like the first 3 or 4 levels of that and went, I always talk about how much I love Doom. Maybe I need to reconsider. Anyway.
Hades 2.
It's a good game. I just didn't go back to it. Hades 2 I would vote for, probably.
Ninja Gaiden 4 and Shinobi
Yeah.
of Vengeance.
I would vote for Hades 2 on that one, because I enjoy Hades 1 a lot.
Innovation and
Have I played any of these games?
accessibility celebrates games that are making our industry available and enjoyable to more people. The nominees for innovation and accessibility are...
Alright. Innovation and accessibility. Again, one of those categories where it feels weird to vote for because it doesn't really impact me, but we'll have a look.
Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Oh, you know what? Didn't they have a whole thing with, I have no idea. Never mind.
Atomfall. Doom the Dark Ages. EA Sports FC 26 and South of Midnight. Next up,
It's crazy how far I've fallen out of the Xbox ecosystem, but I didn't even know South of Midnight had released when I was mildly intrigued by it in every game preview it showed up in and was going to play it when it hit Game Pass. That's how much Microsoft have lost me. Alright, best family game. Next year, Lego Batman's going to win it. Who's going to win it this year? What have we got?
Best family game. The nominees are Donkey Kong Bonanza,
There's your winner.
Lego Party, Lego Voyagers, Mario Kart World,
Ooh, then again, people had opinions.
Sonic Racing Cross Worlds,
Actually, that it would be really funny if that beat Mario Kart World.
and Split Fiction.
Yeah, I guess that's a family game. I would vote for Mario Kart because if I get a Switch 2, or when I get a Switch 2, I'm still picking up that game and playing the hell out of it. It looks really good. I know people didn't love how they did multiplayer, though.
The best sim strategy game nominees
Ooh, best
are
sim strategy game. Have I played any this year? Probably not. Let's see.
The Alters,
Oh, I've heard about the Alters.
Final Fantasy Tactics,
Right.
Ivalice Chronicles,
Remaster category where? Yeah, so far this is getting my vote.
Jurassic World Evolution 3,
Uh-huh.
Sid Meier's Civilization 7,
Uh-huh.
Tempest Rising,
Uh-huh.
and 2 Point Museum.
Oh, 2 Point Museum, okay. This is one of those weird categories that's trying to straddle, like, a lot of very different subgenres. But yeah, I would vote for, I've already forgotten, Jesus Christ, what's happening to my brain? Yeah, I'd vote for Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles, because it's on my wish list. Let's be real, that's how we vote for these things.
These games are nominated for
Best sports/racing game. I would prefer that they were separated, but let's be real, there's not enough releases each year to get their own categories.
sports racing game, EA Sports FC 26,
No.
F1 25,
Eh.
Mario Kart World,
Yeah.
Rematch, and Sonic Racing Cross Worlds.
Okay, again, it'll be interesting to see if Sonic Racing Cross Worlds wins out, because that is a very well-received game.
Now the nominees in our 3 esports categories.
Oh, I didn't say what I would vote for. Mario Kart World.
Starting with Best Esports Game. The nominees are
Okay.
Counter-Strike 2,
Wow.
Dota 2,
Wow.
League of Legends,
Wow.
Mobile Legends Bang Bang,
Wow.
and Valorant.
Wow.
The
I think they named it that so that Jeff Keighley would have to say Mobile Legends Bang Bang out loud in an enthusiastic way. I'm skipping the esports stuff. It doesn't apply to me. I don't know who these people are. Alright, best game direction. Again, I think it's pretty clear that Expedition 33 is going to win this one, but let's have a look.
Claire Obscure Expedition 33,
Huh.
Death Stranding 2 On the Beach,
There it is.
Ghost of Yote, Hades 2,
Eh.
and Split Fiction.
Okay. I don't see. If Split Fiction's a Game of the Year nominee, I might be a little annoyed. Again, no, this is the thing with Split Fiction and like all of those games that those people make. People go crazy for them. People absolutely love them. As someone who's never played them, viewing it from the outside every year, I'm like, really? That game? Like, I get that it's good, but Game of the Year good? Best Direction of the Year good? Like, really? But yeah, that's just me. I know I'm clearly in a minority there because it's not exactly a controversial thing. But yeah, I would say Expedition 33 gets Best Direction because just look at it, it's so unique. And look at Jeff, he can't wait to talk about Game of the Year nominees.
And now it's the big one. GOTY, Game of the Year.
GOTY? No, buddy, you don't say that. That's not a thing you say.
Recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience to players across all creative and technical fields. For this year's awards, our global TGA jury has selected the following 6 games as the nominees for Game of the Year.
Alright, 6 nominees. Is that normal? Is it normally 5 or is it normally 6? I don't remember. Hey, Christian from the future. Yes, it's normal.
Player Obscure, Expedition 33 from Sandfall Interactive.
If this doesn't win, we riot.
Death Stranding 2, On the Beach from Kojima Productions.
I mean, people like it. Do people like it enough for it to be Game of the Year worthy? I don't really pay attention to the Death Stranding title, so maybe. I don't know.
Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Oh, it's nice to see that in there, actually. I like that.
From Nintendo. Hades 2 from Supergiant Games.
Okay, I don't know if this is just me. I feel like I haven't actually heard all that much buzz about Hades 2 compared to Hades 1 when it came out. I know people really, really love it, though.
Hollow Knight Silksong.
That had to be here. I don't want it to win, personally, because I have 2 friends, 2 very close friends who were very excited for the game, bought the game, played the game. One of them really likes the game. I don't know if they would say it's Game of the Year. The other one ended up getting frustrated because of difficulty, and then the developers came out and said that they were not going to make any like adjustments to difficulty or any methods of lowering the difficulty or anything. And I just think that's kind of lame. Like, yeah, it's okay to have a difficult game, and it's okay to have difficulties for people to challenge themselves with, but when someone's been so excited for your game and you're refusing to lower the difficulty to a point where they can continue to enjoy the game that they've been so excited for so long, I just think that's kind of lame. I know people have very strong opinions about this particular topic. My opinion is everyone has a different level of ability of skill, and when quite a decent chunk of your audience is saying that the game is too hard, you should consider either adding a lower difficulty or adding some kind of optional item to increase defense or something that people don't have to use. But hey, that's just my 2 cents. I think if you are the kind of person who says a game absolutely has to have one standard difficulty that cannot be changed because I need to be able to say that I beat a game of that difficulty to feel good, I think you are excluding other people for your own ego. That's that's my take. But anyway, moving on.
Team Cherry.
What else is here?
Kingdom Come.
Oh, wow.
Deliverance 2 from Warhorse Studios.
Wow, Kingdom Come is on the Game of the Year slate? Huh. I must have missed how good that game is. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, that's cool. Because that's, I don't know if it's necessarily an indie game, but it's definitely a smaller studio who makes that game, so I'm happy to see that. Because one of the big discussions people have been talking about this year is just how many indie titles are going to be in the Game of Year and nominees, and let's go through them again. So we've got Expedition 33. I've seen some discussion about this. I would call it an indie title. I know it's a development studio. At the very least, it's a small development studio or smaller development studio, and that's really cool. Death Stranding 2 is AAA. Hades 2 is an indie game. Hollow Knight Silksong is an indie game, and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is a smaller development team. So that's awesome. I love that.
There you have it.
There we have it. We don't need any more from you, Jeff. Thank you very much. Yeah, my vote for Game of the Year, I kind of already gave it away. It would be Expedition 33. I've not played any of those games, but I've heard the most about Expedition 33, and I do intend to pick it up at some point and play through it myself. It sounds like a really fun time. So yeah, those are my opinions. You are free to have your own, as we have already discussed. I am not right about everything all of the time, except for the fact that there absolutely needs to be a best remaster/remake category. I will die on this goddamn hill. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed. Catch you next year, because I definitely don't make any other content. It's just these videos every year. Sorry, I really had to let that out. Okay, bye. Oh, and I forgot to say this at the end of the video, but hey, let me know what you're voting for and why. What's your game of the year? What's your most anticipated game for next year? Feel free to leave a like if you like the video and subscribe for more stuff about video games. Those things we play, because what else are we going to do with our lives? I mean, honestly, let's be